Hey guys, what is up? Fernando here, and welcome to my Draw My Life video, where I'll be sharing my life with you guys, obviously, and hopefully you guys enjoy this and find it interesting. Anyways, I was born in February 3rd, 1998, and was given the name of Carlos Fernando Guillen Moreno. Yes, it is a pretty long name, but it does the job. I was a premature baby and amazingly weighed 3 pounds and 12 ounces due to complications with my nutrition. Pretty insane if you ask me. By the way, I was premature due to a car accident my mom was in, and thank God that the airbag didn't work, cause I would have died and I wouldn't be doing this video today. I was born in a small country in Central America known as El Salvador. Yes, for those wondering if I'm Mexican, I am not. I was also delivered C-section style because, well, I really don't know. Ask my mom. Complications with me coming out, I guess. I was delivered to a 20-year-old beautiful flight attendant, also known as my mom. She was a flight attendant for about 8 years of my life, actually. She did become one when I was born. I was also delivered to, I have no idea how old this guy was. But my dad was an Air Force pilot, and he was not a good influence to me. So, that's that. He'd rather drink, party, and mess around with bitches than be a good, responsible husband and father. So things happened, and I guess that he just wasn't ready to be a father. So my parents' marriage ended up bad, and I guess that things turn around for a reason sometimes, but I guess they weren't meant to be, so yeah, they did end up in a divorce. But hey, things happen for a reason. This divorce did cause me to have psychological and emotional problems like wetting my bed till I was about 8 or 7. And yes, it is pretty damn embarrassing if you ask me. I lived with my mom till I was about 7. Just me, my mom, and my nanny, since she was usually in a plane, which did cause me not to like planes throughout my childhood. In between this time period, my mom met my stepdad, and it's kind of a funny story because I found out that my mom was actually his boss, and now everything is the other way around, which is kind of funny how things can change. They started dating when I was about 5, but I had no clue of it. I mean, I was just a little kid worrying about video games and TV and friends. But hey, I was kind of curious. I wanted to know if my mommy had a new daddy for me, a better daddy. When I did understand what was happening, I met his family, and I liked them. I liked them a lot, actually. Partly because they did give me one of my first Monopoly board games as a birthday gift, and that actually made me see them as good people. As time passed, we did end up moving in with them and had a nice big old house. I really like that house, actually. We had a nice life, good money, basically whatever we wanted. I was in one of the most expensive schools too, so education first, kids. Since my parents were both flight attendants, they wouldn't be really home a lot, so they would usually be in the plane helping out and working, making a living. And as time passed by, I started realizing that toys, video games, and TV wasn't what I needed. Instead, time and my mom. I am thankful that I got a Nintendo 64, PS2, GameCube, and Game Boy Advance SP throughout my childhood because that was my starting era of video games, but it just wasn't what I needed. I also didn't want anything to happen to her because, well, at 9/11 I freaked out when I saw the news, and I didn't want the bad guys to take her, if you know what I mean. After a while of thinking and talking, we planned to move to the US for not a better life like most immigrants, but rather a new life. I remember my stepdad telling his family about this, and they said he was insane and crazy for making a big old change in his life for a single mother, but hey, love is a strong thing. So I came to the US and lived with my cousins and other family for about 2 to 3 months. There I just messed around, had fun, and pretty much what any little kid would do. Played about soldiers most of the time. Then I did reunite back with my mom and my stepdad. Let's call him Dad. When they did realize that they had a son in another country that they had to come get. The beginning of this new life, we lived in a small apartment in Hollywood, California for about 1.5 years. There, I realized that Hollywood wasn't a big deal actually. And there I attended Vine Street Elementary School for about 1.5 years. And there I went to school with my cousin Daniel, which was pretty cool. But in 3rd grade we moved and we had to say bye to my cousin and uncle and aunt and whatnot, and it was kind of sad. So we moved to Sherman Oaks, California in the San Fernando Valley, where I attended elementary school at Sherman Oaks Elementary from 3rd to 5th grade. It was a pretty damn rich place where a couple celebrities live actually. There, I met one of my best friends. He's actually still one of my best friends. We still play Xbox. His name was Harrison, and we skateboarded and played Xbox all day long, every day. We were thugs. By the way, I did grow my hair out right there. So like I said, we would just play Xbox, skateboarded, and just ate, and I don't know. We're about that thug life, bruh. While living there, my interest in acting picked up because of my surroundings and the community I was living in. Like I said, there was a couple celebrities and whatnot. And some of the kids from that school are actually now actors. For example, Cameron Boyce from the Disney Channel show Jessie. Anyways, I did end up coming out in Hell's Kitchen as an extra, and I ended up eating their nasty ass food. It was actually some like vegetarian stuff, I guess because we were kids and didn't really want anything to happen to us, but I really didn't like it, not to offend anyone if you're vegetarian. I also went on auditions for Nickelodeon, but they sadly never called back, so my acting career wasn't really going well. I was supposed to go to acting classes at Universal Studios, but we didn't find time in our schedule to take me. So that kind of sucked. That was the end of my acting career. Anyways, around the first semester of 5th grade, we were going to move to Amsterdam as missionaries because of my Christian religion. So we sold everything and lost our home. That didn't work out. So we found ourselves living in a friend's garage for about 4 to 6 months till we got an apartment in Van Nuys, California. It was a pretty good experience just to experience poverty, I guess, that part of life. So we got an apartment in Van Nuys, California, where all the homies are at. If you guys are watching from there, what's up? What's up, bro? How's it going, bro? Latinos. Anyways, after about a year, we moved back to LA because my mom got a job offer, and we're like, screw you, Van Nuys, F you. We're going to the City of Angels. Just kidding. My mom got a job offer at a Christian company and TV channel, which is pretty cool actually. I was pretty sad because I was supposed to go to middle school, but my new school district had elementary up to 6th grade. So I went back with the little kids. I didn't like little kids. I wanted to mature and be old and grow up and blah blah blah. Even though I did actually fit in with the little kids with my short stuff, short ass. It was actually pretty funny. My cousin also moved around the area, so we ended up back in school together again, and we made friends really fast, even like super quick actually. We even had girls liking us already. I had like 4 girls liking me already, which was kind of weird and funny, but I'm a pimp. Throughout the 6th grade, my parents were usually working, so I found myself watching YouTube videos most of the time. And I had made my YouTube channel a while back, so I would just use my account and watch. I had made my YouTube channel and I wanted to start making videos. So besides the test video I had made, I started up by making a Christmas wishlist 2009 video that I did make in a cheap video editing website that I found that was called One True Media. Now I look back at the website and it kind of cracks me up, but hey, that was the beginning. If not, I wouldn't be here. I also posted to go to acting classes at Universal Studios, but we didn't find time in our schedule to take me. So that kind of sucked. That was the end of my acting career. Then I got involved in the game collecting community, technology community, and vlogging community. They were all different communities and they were all different experiences, but they were actually fun experiences. Throughout 6th grade, I also started making comedy skits with my cousin Daniel, and comedy skits and shorts actually, and we actually had fun. It was kind of interesting and just something new for the both of us. Something that we would watch on YouTube and we were like, you know what, let's make our own stuff. Later on, we found ourselves making a game show called the Fernando Game Show. By this time, my dad had already taught me how to edit in Final Cut Pro, and the Fernando Game Show was like kind of like IGN's Daily Fix, all professional and everything. And like I said before, my dad had already taught me how to edit in Final Cut Pro, and I have no idea how he learned, don't ask me. Throughout my YouTube history, the year of 2010 was my most active year. I was in the gaming community, technology, vlogging, and comedy communities, and they were all different experiences, and I had fun throughout all of them. When I got to 7th grade, I was still making videos, but not as much. I found myself not having any fun anymore. By the end of 7th grade, I was just a pretty shy and awkward kid that somehow I found myself being friends with everyone, surprisingly not having any bully problems, like in previous schools for being one of the shortest kids that I've always been. During summer vacation before 8th grade, I had gained some interest in the gameplay and Call of Duty communities. I even ended up making 2 clans named Toxic and Holy. And I decided to save up for some equipment such as a mic and a HD PVR and everything else I needed to do my commentaries and montages. My stepdad didn't always support me, but we've been through hell and back, so we managed to get along. And he's actually very nice at times. Anyways, throughout the 8th grade, I did have some fanboys and fangirls, which was a pretty nice experience. I guess you could say that I was kind of famous around school, you know. Psh, Fernando, you know, the YouTuber, you know, with awesome videos and whatnot, and I had all the girls on my sack, and I'm just playing, guys. But it was a fun experience. By the 2nd semester of that year, I started to become inactive, and I started losing my audience. I don't know what made me become inactive. I think it was grades, but yeah, I did start to lose my audience. I kept on trying to restart, but I just didn't have any motivation anymore. Resulting with more free time. So I hung out and made friends, and I just hung out with them more often. This is when I met one of my present best friends, Alexis. So we started hanging out and whatnot. We played Xbox and became real close friends. We even go to church together. Then high school came in. This year, I have met new people and I have explored a little bit more about life. I also did join my school's football team and revealed a pretty cool part of my life. So yeah, I've been exploring more about overall life. So like I said, I revealed a pretty cool part of my life, which is my hidden love for fitness that has been developing since I was in elementary school due to being overweight and wanting a change, because that's a big old no-no. Now here I am in the present, about to be a sophomore in high school, and I'm still making YouTube videos and living a happy life with ups and downs, family problems, emotional problems, school problems, but I guess it's just that part of a life every teenager goes through. I'm here hoping I can get somewhere with YouTube, and on the side planning out my future and getting educated. Overall, I love my life and now have a little sister named Allison that was born from my stepdad and is now about to be 5 years old. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed my little Draw My Life video. Until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.